What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day and welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you could be involved in everything we do. Every time we upload a video, every time we do a live stream, I would love for you to be there to ask your questions and make your comments and join this community on this channel. Also, to make it easier on you to catch up on all of the videos, which is over 1,300 at this point, check out the playlist section. It breaks everything down into a category you may specifically be looking for. Now today, we're gonna have a little fun. Ram recently announced that they're releasing the long-awaited Ram TRX for 2021 model year. Now this is supposed to be Ram's version of the Ford Raptor fighter, the direct competition to the Ford Raptor, which has pretty much been the king of this enthusiast style, beefed up off-road truck for a long, long time. No one has even come close. Now, I could make a video on the TRX, but there's a ton of information on YouTube right now about that truck. I could make a video on the rumored upcoming Ford Raptor that's supposed to have 700 plus horsepower engine, supercharged V8. They're going back to the V8 as per the rumors. With this TRX, it's also over 700 horsepower, 650 torque, V8 supercharged engine. So there's two things we heard there: V8 supercharged, V8 supercharged. Today, I want to talk about, and I'm talking about this from a fan's perspective, not necessarily a business perspective. I'll touch on that, but we're going to talk about it from a fan and what I would like to see Toyota do to get up into this level, which from a business standpoint, they have no reason to go into. We'll go over that. But like I said, we're talking from a fan standpoint. Let's get the business part out of the way. Years ago, 2015, Toyota came out with the TRD Pro line, okay? So what they did, and I'm focusing on the Tundra. Obviously, we know the TRD Pro now is in the Sequoia, the 4Runner, the Tacoma, and the Tundra, but we're gonna focus on the Tundra here because we're talking half tons. When they came out with the TRD Pro, everybody was really wowed by it because it was something different. Toyota took the Tundra, they put a better suspension on it, they, body colored everything, TRD Pro stamp, and it was pretty much your same old Tundra with more of a high desert running suspension on it, different skid plates. They did the smart thing, and I always say that. You gotta remember this, especially in what we're talking about today. And the reason I feel Toyota will never do anything, at least at this point, with the Tundra in the level of the Raptor and now the TRX. Ford owns the half-ton segment. They sell like over 800 to 900,000 F-Series trucks. The F-150 is their baby. They can afford to go out there and make an enthusiast truck like the Raptor. Different frame, all this crazy stuff they put on it. Ram is always in second and third place with their Ram sales, between 5 and I think 700,000 sales, something around that with the Ram. So they can sit there and do one of those enthusiast trucks with the TRX. And we know how FCA rolls. They don't mess around. They are not afraid to go out there and do something crazy to make everybody go, wow. Think of the Demon, think of the Hellcat. There's rumors of, the Rubicon Hellcat that may be coming down the road. They're not afraid to throw superchargers on anything. But here is where Toyota could find themselves in a good situation. Now, the Tundra does not own a lot of the market share in the half-ton segment, and that's why it doesn't make sense to do anything more than what you see out there with the TRD Pro. We should be happy we have the TRD Pro at least. It's a limited number build of a Tundra. It's something a little bit special, a little bit different than your everyday SR5 or Limited. So they went as far as they could go to where it made the most sense for bang for your buck at the end of the day. The Tundra sells around 118,000 units a year versus these 5, 6, 7, 8, 900,000 truck sales from Ford and Ram. So the TRD Pro was probably one of those things where they're like, all right, we're going to take a chance here and do it. And in the beginning, the TRD Pro sold a bunch of units and the demand was extremely high for it. So they did do the right thing and they definitely got their return on investment with that. But what people always said is it was never a true Raptor fighter, which I don't think Mike Swears and the boys and all the guys over at Toyota Racing Development wanted it to be a Raptor fighter. They just wanted it to be something kind of in the middle of it, its own thing. High-speed desert runner, Baja style. And they did a great job with that. But now, here's where the fan part of me comes in. Maybe it doesn't make sense to build a Raptor fighter, a TRX fighter, when it comes to the business side of things and the money side of things. But as a fan, here's what I'm thinking. The starting price for the TRX is going to be around $71,000. The starting price for the Raptor as it is now with the V6 high output twin turbo is in the 50s, but the minute you start to put anything on it, you're getting up there in the high 60s, low 70s, and it goes even further north. If they put that rumored supercharged V8 in it, 700 horsepower, the starting price will be up around, I would say, mid-70s, low 80s, or right around the TRX. So it's very, very expensive. Right now, the 2020 TRD Pro I have sitting in the driveway cost $56,000 was the sticker, okay? So here's what I would like to see them do. Let's stick with the TRD Pro trim here. Keep the TRD Pro the way it is like this, but let's say they come out with something, and let me just be honest, they should probably come out with a better name than this, but just because we're doing investigative work here, we're gonna call it the TRD Pro X, okay? And what this is, it's the TRD Pro with just a couple little things to keep the cost down, but I think would speak volumes. Make the TRD Pro, or just call it the TRD Pro and just have this engine set up, whatever you wanna do, just an idea. Can't wait to hear your comments about this. Couple things, all they have to do. I don't want to see the price get up into the 70s and 80s super quick, right? So if you're talking $56,000, the TRD Pro right now is pretty much a limited Tundra, the platform. We got the moonroof in it, it's got the leather, it's got the heated seats, you know, it's got the 8-inch screen, Entune 3.0, push button start. It's got enough to make us happy. A lot of Tundra owners out there don't want massive amounts of tech, all right? And the TRX and the Raptor have a lot of luxury features in it, along with all the other crazy, you know, mid to long travel suspensions and all that. I don't need all that right now. Bear with me. I'm keeping the cost down here. All they need to do simply is make the TRD Pro, or the TRD Pro X is what we're calling it, come with a supercharger. I had a supercharger in my Platinum. It boosts the horsepower up a little bit. It goes from 381 to about 550 at the crank. And with a good tune, you could probably get even more out of that. Little things like that. Okay, so let's do it from a business standpoint. We got to bounce back and forth here. So we're adding a supercharger to a $56,000 truck. Let's say the price is now, let's be fair, you know, they got to have a warranty back in it and everything. Let's say the truck is now $64,000 with the supercharger. Like I said, I'm trying to keep costs down. The truck is fine the way it is. I love the way the Pro looks. I love the way the current generation Tundra looks. We're getting a next gen soon. That's fine and all, but I love the way the Tundra looks right now. So we're gonna keep what it looks like, keep coming out with a special color every year. The suspension is fine for what it is. Supercharger, a better tire, okay? And what are tires? We'll say tires are $1,200, so add that on. Say we're in 65, just for science, 65.3, 65.5. And one more thing to add to it, and this is small. Everyone wants the rear locker and everything. I'm not going too crazy with that right now. I'm still just trying to keep the Tundra the way the Tundra is. But just add crawl control, multi-terrain select, and call it good. You're still not truly a Raptor TRX fighter, but you are making a vehicle that does draw a little interest from the Tundra community. Like I said, it all comes down to money. It all comes down to every dollar. Ford's bread and butter is the F-150. Ram's bread and butter is the 1500. Toyota's bread and butter is your economy car, Camry, Corolla, Highlander, RAV4, that kind of thing. The Tundra is, you know, their piece of the half-ton market. So for them to do anything too crazy doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you take the TRD Pro, which has gone from an SR5 platform when it first came out, where it didn't really have anything in it, it was just the suspension, the skid plate, body color, bed stamp. That was pretty much it. Now you're on a limited suspension, so the price did shoot up about 8 to 10 grand. Put the supercharger in it, a little bit beefier of a tire, leave the suspension as is. The exhaust sounds great. It's probably one of the best factory exhausts out there. Any journalist will tell you that, not just someone who supports Toyota like I do. Supercharger, a little bit better of a tire, and if you really wanted to go just that little bit crazy, throw the multi-terrain select in there, and the crawl control that is available in the 4Runner and in the Tacoma. And I'm happy. Now, here's the fun part of these videos. Your comments make this channel fun for me to do, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. So let's recap once again. I'm standing by this. I don't care how mad you guys get. We're all Tundra fans here, but as a business aspect of right now where the Tundra is, not next generation, we're talking today, which I think it's the 21st or 22nd, I don't even know, of August 2020. Right now, in this generation of the Tundra, for them to make a true Raptor TRX fighter, it doesn't make any sense because of the amount of units they sell with the Tundra every year, okay? But as a fan, let's meet in the middle, okay? And let's just take the TRD Pro, If you still want to offer it 5.7 naturally aspirated, I'm down, I'm cool. But make a TRD Pro X version where you have the supercharger on the 5.7 V8. If they want to bring back the TRD badge on it or not, Magnuson made both of them, the one that's out there now and the one that had the TRD logo on it. They can do that. Throw a little bit beefier of a tire on there. BFG, KO2, whatever you want to do. Not a mud tire like an all-terrain. And if you want to do the crawl control and multi-terrain select. So 2 of those 3 things. The supercharger is the main focal point. It's going to make those enthusiasts happy. There are a ton of Tundra enthusiasts out there that are happy with their vehicles and happy with their truck. Again, with the market share and business and all that, whatever, as a fan, I would love to just see that offered. And I think we could come in way under where the starting price of the TRX and the Raptor are. And then we would at least be on the map. And then Swears and the boys can go crazy and start messing with the PSI and the boost in the supercharger and give it a little more power. Will they get up to 700 horsepower like these other 2? I'm not sure. I'm sure a little engineering and some massive warranties that would have to come out with it can make it happen. But listen, if these other guys can do it, Toyota can totally do it. QDR, quality, dependability, reliability. They would take their time. They would do it right. But now I need you to go in the comments below and let me know what you think. Would you like to see a Tundra Raptor TRX fight or something like that? Do you agree with me that really all we want to see is the supercharger, the tires, and again, for the third, to make it a third, was the multi-terrain select and the crawl control. I know, once again, I know you guys want lockers and everything. I was trying to keep it as close as I could to what's out in the driveway right now without spending too much money to not get anywhere near the $70,000 range. But again, I'm very excited for this video. I woke up today after a nap and thought of this. Let's have some fun with it. What do you think? You could give me the business side of it, like we were talking about, and the fan side of it, whatever you guys want to say. I'm excited to hear what you guys got. Now, what I'm going to do, as I always do, is put up 2 feature playlists. Today, I'm going to put up the 2020 TRD Pro playlist, which is the Army Green truck I have outside, all the videos I've made on that so far. And also because we're talking about all this fun stuff, it's nice to guess what might be coming. I have a playlist on all the rumors of the next generation Tundra, which is due out Q4 2021, so we're not far away from that. Go check out those 2 playlists. You'll also see the logo, Tundra Dude 34 of the channel. That is to subscribe. Welcome aboard. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at Tundra Dude 34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. Do you think Toyota should get in the race and build a true Raptor fighter, TRX fighter? Have a good day.